This is dumb, and you know it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can we talk about this? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Honey, can we talk about this for a second? Look at this adorable face. Look at this adorable face. Do you see this adorable face? That's what I have to live with every day. Are you jealous? Hi, honey. Oh, you just gonna hang out? You just gonna hang out right there? Yeah, that's fine. You can hang out. That is perfectly fine. You can just chill right there. Hold on. Can I see your face? Hold on. There we go. Good girl. Hold on, let me see your face. And then can I see your other eye? There we go. Yep, there we go. Okay, just brushing myself off. Hope y'all don't mind. Oh, yes, hello. Oh, look at the face. Oh, look at the face. Hi. Oh, yeah, you can hang out. It's fine. Well, I actually need to go into Restream real quick because I did not change the name. Hey, baby. Okay. You just hanging out? You just hanging out? Okay. Musi, Poggers came looking for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he was shouting about you needing to get on a ship at Snow Point City. You know how impatient he is. He was gone before I could ask. Anyway, how's it going, kid? Is your project with Professor Rowan coming along? Cool. So I guess we're jumping right into it. Let's see here. Actually, there's something I want to see if we have access to first. Okay. Romana's Park isn't open yet. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to now fly to my intended destination because I wanted to check that. What is it? Do you want to set sail to the battle zone? The battle zone? Why is the boat bobbing? What the heck, guys? Oh, hey, Musi! What took you so long? I'm fining you 100 million Poke Dollars. Listen up, I'm going to become the greatest trainer ever. That's why I'm here. To toughen up myself and my Pokemon. Oop, there she goes. Oh no, he shut the door. No, come back. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing that. But the greatest trainer ever? I'm going to be really tough because you're talking about me. To prove it, I'm going to the volcano right now. You look puzzled. You really don't know anything, do you? Alright, I'll tell you. This is the battle zone, okay? As at its far end is a volcano. And deep beside that volcano, there's supposed to be a treasure. So, what's the big deal? If I find the treasure first, I'll make me the greatest trainer ever? Then that's what I'll do, Musi! And you too, stranger. That treasure is mine. But before that, I'm going to the battle tower. See ya! That guy just can't stay put, can he? Anyways, howdy, I'm Buck. And if that punk thinks he can beat me, he's got another thing coming. So, do you know this Dippity trainer? You should chase after that guy and tell him not to underestimate the volcano. Oh, but you know what? You'd better shape up at the battle tower first. I don't like your chances of getting the volcano otherwise. Be seeing you. Yeah, sure, I'll get right on that. In the meantime, let's get some Baways. The best trainers gather here, not just from this region, but from all around the world. It's like every region has a battle tower. Little weird, not gonna lie. Wait, which Pokemon has Pokerus? Oh, Altaria had Pokerus. Yeah, about that. Okay, actually, I need to switch some things around. Okay, so... Okay.
Welcome to the Battle Park! It's your first time, isn't it? Please step this way. Since this is your first visit, you need to be given a point card. Point cards are used only in the Battle Park. Here you go.
Cool. A point card. Not sure what this is for.
If you need information on the point card, please ask the receptionist next to me. I'm the one to ask if you need any info on the facilities here in the Battle Park. For information on the battle rules used in the Battle Park, please ask the receptionist across from me. Good luck!
I have no idea what's happening.
Welcome to the Battle Park.
The battle tower is up ahead. I wonder what kind of trainers are getting there. I have no idea what's happening, so I'm just gonna go this way and... apparently not fight anything, because I thought I was about to have a double battle there. They make it so it's impossible so you can go across. Move, bitch. Get out of the way. Whee! Holy shit, caboodles. Why is there a dude with a baby here? Razor Fang! Ew. BP up! That's what I need. All the berries. Thud. What the? Oh, sorry about that, I was in a rush. Oh, wait a second, aren't you? You're Musi from Twin Leaf! Wow, that brings back memories! So if you're here, you can't be far behind. This should be fun! See you! Wait, what? Thud. What the? Oh, hey Musi, you came to the Battle Tower too, huh? I decided to see how I measure up against going to Stark Mountain. But that guy you were just talking to? Nah, it's alright. I got here on my own power. It won't take long before I see him. See you, Musi. What the fuck was that about? I finally have Judge. Do I finally have the Judge? Wait. Judge function. we up to in the poke?
What is up, stupid ketchup?
Apparently I have to check out the battle tower before I can go any further into the aftergame. Nice, I never did the battle tower when I played. And it looks like legendaries can't enter. Oh my god, I can't have two of the same species. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my fucking god. Bulbasaur! This is gonna be weird. Jesus, I am annihilating everybody. Speak of the devil. Oh my god. Oh my god. How does Battle Tower even work? Okay. So, apparently in order to continue in the after game, you have to have beaten... Like, yeah, you beat the Elite Four and all that. It's mostly catching legendaries. There is no after story. Apparently, there is no after story. There is just catching legendary Pokemon, which you get with the slates. And there's re-challenging gyms, re-challenging, all of those trainers that you fought against earlier, completing the Pokedex, and going after the legendaries. That's it! There, from what I can tell on research, there's legendary Pokemon to catch. I have to unlock Ramanas Park, which apparently requires me to catch all of the Sinnoh Pokemon. So, that's a thing. And then after catching all the legendaries, which I do want to catch a few, because there's some I don't have, it just gets a little weird from there, because there's no, like, after story. Which some of the games were really popular for. And that's slightly annoying. Because that means that there's no real reason to keep playing. For me, at least. I was hoping for some after story that we can go over and all of that. That is apparently not a thing. So, while I will be probably playing in the background, what I'll probably do is we'll play some videos on some of the glitches that came out. The speedrun. The earlier speedrun for the game. Which apparently is stupid fast because of how broken this game was. And some other odds and ends that we'll learn. Maybe we'll even dive into Pokemon Diamond as the original game. Because it only makes sense to go after the original game, too. So, gonna be a pretty laid-back stream today. We're gonna be looking at all that. And, doing all that fun stuff. Which I think is a fair, fun night, honestly. It would either be that or me finding some of the episodes of Spooked Scotland instead. But I don't know if that's gonna happen any day soon, but... Hey, what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. So... Boo! Shadow Claw. Damn. Oh, come on, Infernape. Can we not fall asleep on the job? Wake up, Infernape! Decided to try to lessen the damage, but still fainted. That's better. Ooh, he held on by the skin of his teeth. Even though Drowsy doesn't have any teeth. You've beaten all 7 trainers. These battle points. There we go. Can you guys... Okay, you can still hear me.
IB Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. In 17 minutes, with a level 5 Turtwig, a fishing rod, and a lot of sandwiches. This speedrun is a weird, complicated mess, and I'm gonna do my best to explain it. I started the game and quickly changed the settings so the text was faster, the battle animations were off, and the whole run was silent and incredibly awkward. Yeah, this saves time for some reason. I rushed to the start of the game as you normally would, get the best starter, and grab the running shoes from Mom. Now, the fun begins. I open up the menu to look at Turtwig, and perform the first glitch of the run, menu storage. Or as I like to call it, sandwich making. By pressing the two Z
Well, that's gonna create... There we go. That hopefully won't create... There we go. Because I don't need the audio from the camera. I'll just use the audio from the mic. See, I'm solving problems.
buttons on my controller in quick succession. The game opens up a duplicate menu on top of the existing one. If you close the duplicate menu, it tricks the game into thinking there's no menu open anymore, so you can run around as if there isn't a giant box blocking your view. Oh, and this regular menu, by the way, this is the bread to the sandwich. Bread is pretty great. Going into a door and eating a slice of bread will stop you from entering the house and freeze the entire world. This means that wild Pokemon, they don't appear anymore. Story events, like talking to Dawn, doesn't trigger. Dawn's clone doesn't trigger either. Trainers? No, they're blind now. You can freely walk all the way to Jubilife with nothing to stop you. But now there's a problem. The whole world is still frozen. What do you do to unfreeze it? Well, you're gonna have to reset the game, but you haven't. Fishing rod and a lot of sandwiches.
We're starting over so that you guys can kind of see what the actual glitch
is. This speedrun is a weird, complicated mess, and I'm going to do my best to explain it. I started the game and quickly changed the settings so the text was faster, the battle animations were off, and the whole run was silent and incredibly awkward. Yeah, this saves time for some reason. I rush to the start of the game as you normally would, get the best starter, and grab the running shoes from Mom. Now, the fun begins. I open up the menu to look at Turtwig, and perform the first glitch of the run, menu storage. Or as I like to call it, sandwich making. By pressing the two Z buttons on my controller in quick succession, the game opens up a duplicate menu on top of the existing one. If you close the duplicate menu, it tricks the game into thinking there's no menu open anymore, so you can run around as if there isn't a giant box blocking your view. Oh, and this regular menu, by the way, this is the bread to the sandwich. Bread is pretty great. Going into a door and eating a slice of bread will stop you from entering the house and freeze the entire world. This means that wild Pokemon, they don't appear anymore. Story events, like talking to Dawn, doesn't trigger. Dawn's clone doesn't trigger either. Trainers? No, they're blind now. You can freely walk all the way to Jubilife with nothing to stop you. But now there's a problem. The whole world is still frozen. What do you do to unfreeze it? Well, you're gonna have to reset the game, but you haven't saved yet. And by using the glitch in this way, it won't let you open the menu again. So here's how the speedrun gets around that. I do the glitch multiple times, stacking the menus, creating 3 pieces of bread, then toss the top one away to trick the game into thinking it's unpaused. Now, without seeing anything, I walk into the door and eat another piece of bread. This freezes the world, but I still have another menu open. So I'm able to run up to Jubilife and save the game with the remaining piece of bread, then reset the game to get it back to normal. Now, I bet you're thinking, 3 pieces of bread, that's not a respectable sandwich. So it's time to pick up the main ingredient, the ham. What? It's actually the old rod, but just go with it. It's ham, okay? By using the menu storage glitch, it's possible to register the old rod onto 2 different slots. So, when pressing the plus button, this pops up. This menu is the delicious ham. When you try to use the old rod on land, Rowan's words echo. And with this text box, not only can it freeze an action, but if an action is currently frozen, it resumes as normal. This ham is powerful. With the near infinite power of ham sandwiches, the next goal of the speedrun is to go straight to the Pokemon League. Fortunately, this lady loves ham sandwiches and is going to help us do it. The action that she performs is to create a text box telling us, the GWS isn't ready yet, and then to push the player back. She has an unusual taste though. Her perfect sandwich, 1 slice of ham with 3 pieces of bread stacked on top. I'll explain why. I walk into her and distract her with the first piece of bread. This keeps the text box open and allows me to run away. Interrupting her action like this freezes the world too, so I'm able to breeze past Barry and a few trainers while I find a jumpable ledge. I jump the ledge here, but in the middle of it, I press B to close the text box, closing a menu in the process. By closing her text, it allows her to telekinetically push me into the sky. And the last piece of bread is just there, so I can't touch the ham yet. I run back to Jubilife, toss that bread, and tap down to eat the ham, which fixes all the freaky stuff going on in the world, aside from the whole floating thing. I'm not done with her yet, though. We need her telekinetic push one more time. So we grab 2 pieces of bread, interrupt her with one of them, and run back down to Route 202, where I'm flying high enough to run right over the trees, out of bounds. I do still have a piece of bread, which I'm saving for later, but now we're gonna run through the void until we reach the Pokemon League. By following a little map and echolocating using Wallbox for a few minutes, I navigate past Orberg, Eterna, and Celestic Town to run straight into an invisible wall. Bonk? 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 Weird. This is where the telekinetic push comes into play. I can close her text box, which then pushes me through the invisible wall, and I'm now under the Pokemon League. But it's not loaded into the game, so I have to use that remaining piece of bread to save and reset. Upon reloading, I'm under the waterfall, so I find a conveniently placed cutscene trigger to enter the building and come to the final challenge of the run. Getting past the Elite Four members and Cynthia. Well, I gotta get past this dude first, so I get some bread, interrupt the escalator, clip out of bounds, and save and reset behind him to enter the loading zone. Finally, after a long and grueling, like 10-minute adventure, I reached the Elite Four with a level 5 Turtwig that's won a single battle. Oh, and did I mention a sandwich isn't gonna work here? To get past these Elite Four members, I need to do the unthinkable, the unbelievable, the impossible. Inverted sandwich. Meat on the outside, bread on the inside. By using ham to interrupt the game while I walk through the door, it pauses the room entrance animation, so I'm able to walk to the top of the room and use another ham to resume the entrance animation. And then the game is like, oh yeah, he's walking into the room, just go right ahead, straight through the wall. The timing on this is actually pretty tough, so getting it right 4 times in a row was nerve-wracking, but on this run, I pulled it off all on the first try. Only Cynthia was left, and because she doesn't have any locked doors, it's actually really easy to skip her with just a single piece of ham. Just walk in, let her start talking, eat the ham. Rowan busts into the room early. There's a time and place for everything, but not now, Cynthia. She's just so stunned that I take the elevator and walk into the Hall of Fame. Let's go! After all is said and done, I enter the credits with 17 minutes in the game, 20 minutes in real life, and a 4th place spot on the speedrun leaderboard. I just learned the speedrun today, but I thought it was interesting enough for a dedicated YouTube video, so I hope you enjoyed. Thanks to Pulse Effects for teaching me all the tricks and helping me out with the script. Go check them out if you want more Pokemon content. That's all for now, though. Subscribe if you liked it.
It's absolutely stupid. Play now.
Honey, can I help you?
Hold on.
Gotta catch 'em all has been the signature slogan of the Pokemon franchise since its arrival in North America over 20 years ago. And, you know, I never really took it all that seriously. But with the Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out, I decided that was gonna change. I was gonna take this gotta catch 'em all motto to heart for once. I wanted to catch all the Pokemon in just...
We're gonna refresh that.
Diamond and Shining Pearl have been out, for as much fun as the games truly have been, one of the biggest points of emphasis about them is all of the glitches that people have found at the same time. I wouldn't necessarily call these games broken though, because you can still very easily play through them without experiencing a single glitch, just like I did, and the glitches that are there you do kind of have to go out of your way to trigger, but nevertheless there are a lot of glitches in these games, and they're of the crazy, fun, and even really useful variety, so it's not even necessarily a bad thing. It actually harkens back to the earlier days of Pokemon in Gens 1, 2, 3, and even the original Gen 4 games, so it's actually pretty fitting for a remake. And in the spirit of that, in today's video, we are going to be covering 10 of the wildest, craziest, and most interesting glitches in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. This is definitely not a complete or comprehensive list. Like I said, this is just glitches that I personally thought were the most interesting and cool and worth compiling into a video like this. If you know of any other glitches that I don't mention in this video, be sure to mention them in the comments below, and with that said, we might as well go ahead and get into it, which is all being made possible by the support of today's wonderful sponsor, Buyee. So as you are probably aware as a Pokemon fan on the internet, there is a ton of insane merch out there that is exclusive to Japan. This can be frustrating as it makes products you really want tricky and often expensive to get. Well, that's where Buyee comes in, as they streamline this difficult and tricky process and make getting Japanese exclusive products easy and more affordable. What Buyee does is allow you to order something directly from Japanese websites like Amazon Japan, Rakuten, Mercari, and even auction sites like Yahoo Japan Auction, and purchases the item on your behalf, and from there sends it directly to you, handling all of the steps in between that can be tricky for many of us who don't live in Japan or even speak Japanese. So if you would like to get some awesome Japanese exclusive products for yourself or as a gift this holiday season, you can sign up for Buyee with the link in my description, and when you do, you're also going to get a coupon for 2,000 yen off your first purchase, which is about $20 US. So go explore the wonderful world of Japanese merchandise with the link below, and thank you again to Buyee for supporting the channel. Okay, so this first glitch is one of the most important in the entire game because not only can it be used in many different ways, but there are many other glitches that branch off of this one as well. Also, really quick, since we're no longer in the days of the original Diamond and Pearl when games couldn't be regularly updated, it's entirely possible that some or even all of these glitches are going to be patched out of the game by the time you're watching this video, and to a certain extent, some of them already have been. But nevertheless, it's still really interesting to document and record these glitches and the fact that they even existed in the game at any point in time at all, so I hope you'll enjoy the video nevertheless, even if some or all of these glitches are removed from the game by the time you're watching this. Anyways, on to the first glitch now. So this glitch has to do with the menu of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and it's specifically being referred to as the menu storage glitch, and it basically entails bringing up the menu when you're not supposed to be able to have the menu on screen, particularly in the summary screen for your Pokemon, and this in turn will allow you to do a lot of wonky things that you shouldn't be able to. So the general gist of this glitch is that you would want to be on the summary screen of one of your Pokemon, and then hit ZL, ZR, and A on your controller in a kind of quick successive function. This, if you do it right, will bring up the menu in the summary screen, which will then allow you to do some interesting things now that you can pull up your menu when you shouldn't have your menu pulled up. And the first use of this glitch that I'm going to be talking about in this video is one that allows you to skip various sequences in the game, like the early catching tutorial with Dawn. If you have this glitch activated and the menu on screen, right as you're about to encounter Dawn for that tutorial, you can skip right by her while the menu is still on screen, and then once you drop it and are past her, you can pretty much move on your merry way and get through a lot of the early part of the game without having to do all of that early tutorial stuff that kind of slows you down. I'm also going to be explaining these glitches a little more generally in this video, so if you want to know exactly to the T how these glitches would have been performed in the games, assuming they haven't been taken out already, you can click the link in my description to go find all the footage I used for this video, which will take you to videos that explain these glitches in a little more precise detail. Moving along though, this next one does not actually have to do with the menu storage glitch, but it's a really cool one that I don't know we've ever seen the likes of in a Pokemon game before. It actually allows you to use the Sunstone to evolve Pokemon that the Sunstone wouldn't otherwise be able to evolve, like Pokemon that evolve with friendship or evolve via a trade. This would obviously be extremely useful for the trade Pokemon in particular, because in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, there are a lot of them. A lot of the Sinnoh evolution Pokemon, like Rhyperior and Magmortar and Electivire, are all trade evolved Pokemon. So being able to use the Sunstone to evolve them instead would be really handy. And just like that first menu glitch, there's also another glitch that will allow you to bypass a big barrier in the game that can actually allow you to skip a lot of the game as well if you're into speedrunning. And that is a glitch that allows you to get to Sunyshore City early and bypass the man that is blocking you from going there prior to the whole Mount Coronet event with Dialga and or Palkia. Normally, there's a guy at the entrance to Route 222 that will bar you from entering that route and eventually getting to Sunyshore City because he tells you that Sunyshore City is experiencing a blackout at that time. However, if you use this glitch, you will be able to get past him no problem. This glitch involves your bike and a Pokemon egg, and basically what you want to do is ride your bike at full speed right past the guy that would normally stop you from going to Route 222, and you want your egg to hatch at the same exact time that he would normally stop you. This will stop the guy from stopping you, and the egg hatching animation will play as normal. Once your egg is fully hatched and you return to the overworld, the game will bump you just past this guy and allow you to squeak through into Route 222 and eventually get to Sunyshore City when you otherwise wouldn't normally be able to. This next glitch is a pretty funny one, and it's not so much of a glitch as it is a developer oversight, but basically, as of the recording of this video anyway, Ekans has no following animation when you have it follow you in the overworld. It basically just stays coiled up and floats around right behind you instead of slithering like you would expect a snake to do. It's actually kind of surprising that this just straight up did not make it into the game for whatever reason, because as someone who was really critical of the look and feel of these games early on, they do actually look and feel really good, and they feel polished as well. So, like I said, it's kind of surprising to see that this was overlooked. Another glitch that I actually just covered in my most recent video on secrets and Easter eggs and references from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl has to do with nicknaming your Pokemon. Basically, if you catch a new Pokemon and you nickname it Egg, the game seems to kind of want to think that that Pokemon is actually an egg, because it will then refer to your Pokemon as the Egg instead of just Egg. The Pokemon is normal, otherwise it doesn't act as an egg or anything like that, but the game, in terms of its text, will refer to it as the Egg as if it is actually an egg. This next one is a really interesting one because it will actually allow you to get Shaman early when you otherwise wouldn't be able to without the use of an event item. It's also the kind of glitch that is really reminiscent of the earlier days of Pokemon, like I said, because it involves surfing on land. On Route 224, which is where you would go to obtain Shaman the normal way, you will come across a black belt trainer walking along the beach next to the water. And if you were to position yourself in such a way that he would be able to see you and approach you for a battle, but you would also be able to press A next to the water to surf at the same time, you will be able to trigger this glitch. Essentially, what you would want to do is have this black belt trainer see you and approach you for a battle at the same exact time that you press A to surf on the water. If you do this just right, this will cause the game to glitch out and allow you to surf on the water. From here, you'll want to slowly make your way up the route until you get to this specific set of stairs, and you'll want to position yourself on the staircase in the upper left-hand portion, because as you can see, the collision data is kind of wonky, so what you want to do is save and reset your game once you're in this position, which will allow you to kind of be brought up onto that upper level of the route where the staircase leads. From here, you'll be able to eventually scoot off the cliffside and into the water just to the left of you, which will eventually lead you to an out-of-bounds water area, which will then lead you to the Sea Break path, which you can eventually hop onto after a lot of walking, which will eventually lead you to the Flower Paradise, where you can, of course, encounter and catch Shaman. Okay, so this next one is pretty crazy, and it's one of the crazier glitches that we've seen in Pokemon in recent history, because it actually allows you to evolve a Pokemon that is not shiny into a shiny Pokemon. Now, the setup of this glitch involves a couple things. Number one, it is a derivative of that menu storage glitch I mentioned earlier that branches off into all of these other glitches, and it also requires you to have a Pokemon you want to evolve in your party and a shiny Pokemon in one of your PC boxes. First off, you're going to want to place that shiny Pokemon in the top left corner of one of your boxes so you can easily access it later. And as for the Pokemon in your party, you're going to want it to be able to evolve the next time it levels up. You're also going to want a rare candy so you can level up your Pokemon from the menu, which is an important part of this glitch. With all of this set up in mind, if you use the menu storage glitch from before to access your menu, to access that Pokemon in your party, and give it a rare candy so it will attempt to evolve, and then use that menu storage glitch again just as the game is about to fade into that evolution screen to once again bring up the menu, the game will bring up the evolution screen, but it will also have a little bit of the menu on screen as well, and the rest of it will actually be off screen, and this is where it gets tricky. While the evolution screen is on screen, the menu is still on screen as well, you just can't see it. And from here, what you're going to need to do is blindly access your Pokemon box where you have that shiny Pokemon, grab it, and then move it into the position in your Pokemon party where the Pokemon you're evolving is located. From here, you'll be able to complete the evolution normally and then back out to the regular part of the game where you're in the overworld, and if you've done everything correctly, you'll be able to pull up your Pokemon party once again, and that Pokemon who you just evolved will be shiny. This Pokemon will also have a couple other interesting traits as well, because it will also inherit the name, the level, and even the moveset of the shiny Pokemon you used to create this new shiny. So this is actually a Pokemon fusion glitch as much as it is a shiny evolution glitch, which is funny because there were also some Pokemon fusion glitches in the earlier days of Pokemon in the Generation 1 and the Generation 2 games. So this is a nice sort of callback to that, even if it's not intentional. So this next one is actually another branch off of that menu storage glitch I mentioned earlier, and for all intents and purposes, it is actually that same skip a cutscene glitch that we talked about earlier, just used in a different situation that is actually pretty funny. In just the same way that you could use this menu storage glitch to skip the catching tutorial with Dawn, like we talked about earlier, you can also use it to completely skip the cutscene that precedes your battle with Cynthia in the Pokemon League. You can pretty much just walk around while the cutscene is going on, and even take the lift up to the Hall of Fame room as well, effectively allowing you to skip the battle with Cynthia entirely. Next up, we have the glitch that has been the most widely publicized of any so far, because that is a glitch that allows you to clone your Pokemon. Now, there isn't actually one specific way to clone your Pokemon. There's multiple glitches in the games, or at least there were at one point, that allowed you to clone your Pokemon. The one I'm going to be talking about in this video is probably the easiest and most efficient, though. This is yet another offshoot of the menu storage glitch, because in order to do this glitch, you need to have that glitch activated. Once you have that glitch activated, you're going to want to get into a wild battle, and once you get into that wild battle, you want to use the menu storage glitch to add a Pokemon from your box to your team while you're still in the battle. From here, you want to exit the battle and just run away, and upon returning to the overworld, you will find that the Pokemon you added to your party while in the battle has now become an egg, but it's an egg with 0 HP, so it's obviously kinda glitchy. From here, you want to be very careful to not touch the egg because it would crash your game, and simply just bring up your boxes again so you can move stuff around. You would also pretty much only want one other Pokemon on your team, which would be the Pokemon that you're cloning, so you have space in your party to move stuff. But from here, what you would want to do is take that single Pokemon on your team and move it to the position in your party below that egg, which is the second slot. Once you do this, your Pokemon will be cloned, and that egg will essentially have turned into a clone of your Pokemon. This will also move that egg to the bottom slot in your party, so you can keep doing this and continue to create clones really quickly and easily. Once your party gets full, you can then simply take all the clones except the original Pokemon, put them in the box, and then repeat the process to make as many clones as you would like. This is also a glitch you can use to clone items as well, as any item that your Pokemon is holding that is the subject of the cloning will also become cloned as well. However, one more thing you would want to do on this glitch before you're really done is get rid of that bad egg that's in your party, and all you have to do in order to do this is once again bring up the menu storage glitch and enter into a battle just like we started with, and while you're in that battle, use the menu storage glitch to take one of your Pokemon and put it back into a box. And once you do that, the egg will be gone upon exiting the battle, and it will just turn into another clone of your Pokemon, and you'll be safe to use all those Pokemon and run around, and you won't have to worry about it messing up your game. And finally, we even have a glitch about the Grand Underground, because even it is not safe from the glitches that have, for better or for worse, plagued these games. This glitch involves a potential swapping of save data information between players that are playing in the Grand Underground together online, as many players have reported their Pokemon evolving into Pokemon that have nicknames that the former Pokemon did not have, after they had played online in the Grand Underground. It's even been reported by a Reddit user by the name of
What the
Nilewater that this potential swapping of save data within the Grand Underground is also the culprit of a really strange glitch that they experienced, where their rival ended up having the same starter as them, both having a Prinplup within the second battle where you face Barry. It's unclear at this point if the Grand Underground is in fact the culprit of these bugs, but the idea that the games could be swapping save data with one another with people that you've played online with is absolutely crazy and just adds to the insanity and the fun of these games in just the few short weeks that they've been out. And there you have it, everybody. Those were 10 of the craziest, wildest glitches that we've seen so far in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Have you experienced any of these glitches yourself? Have you experienced any more that I didn't mention in this video? Be sure to tell me all about it in the comments below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and give the video a like if you enjoyed it. With that said, I will be back very soon with another video, and until then, as always, thank you guys for watching this one. I love you very much, and I will smell you guys later.
Gotta catch 'em all has been the signature slogan of the Pokemon franchise since its arrival in North America over 20 years ago. And, you know, I never really took it all that seriously. But with the Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out, I decided that was going to change. I was going to take this gotta catch 'em all motto to heart for once. I wanted to catch all the Pokemon in just one day. I woke up bright and early on release day, downloaded Brilliant Diamond, and started my stream. I rushed through the intro of the game and picked my starter, Chimchar, being the fastest option to speedrun with, and began catching some Pokemon. You're probably thinking right now, well, wait a minute, how's he gonna complete the Pokedex if he only has one of the 3 starters? Well, my roommate actually saved the day here. He let me borrow a Switch for the weekend. So, I bought Pokemon Shining Pearl and played through the
So a
intro
little while
2 more
ago,
times
I
on my
made-
second Switch. Once for Turtwig, and then for Piplup. I traded him over, and with 3 starters, I was finally ready to make some progress through the game. I made my way to the first gym, and I'm not going to bore everyone with every new Pokemon I catch, just the trickier, important ones, like Zubat. Because Golbat is a friendship evolution, I made sure to pick up Zubat early, so it can evolve into a Crobat ASAP. And the first badge was pretty trivial. Nearly every Pokemon on my team had super effective moves for Rock, so first badge done. I ran back through Jubilife City, picking up the mystery gift Manaphy Egg along the way, and into Floaroma Town. My now Monferno easily handled the Galactic Grunts terrorizing Valley Windworks as I encountered my first major problem of the run, Drifloon. The way Drifloon works is this. The Friday after you defeat Team Galactic in Valley Windworks, it will spawn in the route. Pretty simple, right? Well, the thing is, these games came out on a Friday. Because I beat Team Galactic on a Friday, it wasn't going to spawn for another week. And that's the only place to find one. It seems like there's an easy solution to that, right? Change the time on your Switch to be the next Friday. Wrong. That's not going to work. For whatever reason, there's a penalty on these games if it detects you've changed the time. If you adjust the time at all, time-based events are paused for the next 24 hours. This means no honey trees, no berries, and no Drifloon encounter for 24 hours. I don't have time for that, but I had already thought of this and prepared a solution. Before downloading Shining Pearl on my other Switch, I set the date to 6 p.m. on a Thursday. This gave me just enough time to clear out Valley Windworks on Pearl, then wait until it was Friday on Pearl, and I was able to catch the Drifloon with no time penalty on either game. This was incredibly important, because other time-based events needed to occur, like the honey trees. There are a few Pokemon that can appear in honey trees: Combee, Cherubi, Burmy, Aipom, Heracross, and Munchlax. Some of these Pokemon are very rare. Heracross is a 5% chance, and Munchlax is a 1% chance. And with the honey trees, after spreading honey on them, you need to wait 6 hours before any Pokemon can appear in them. Every single honey tree I could find, I slathered with honey at the earliest opportunity and set a 6-hour alarm for each one. To complete the Pokedex, I needed to get lucky with these, but I did my best to maximize the odds. Back to Diamond though. I didn't realize it when I had started, but on that Switch, the time was actually set wrong for some reason. So conveniently enough, I was able to catch a Murkrow in Eterna Forest, a Pokemon usually only able to be caught at night. Another Pokemon I was trying to get around this time was a Dustox. Wurmple, when it evolves, has a random 50-50 chance to evolve into either a Silcoon or a Cascoon. I had already caught a Silcoon, so I only wanted the other one. I evolved one Wurmple. Please be a Cascoon. 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 Damn it! I evolved another Wurmple. Please, I can't tell what it is. Please be Cascoon. Please be Cascoon. Don't waste my time.
And it's not.
That's Silcoon number 3. And another Wurmple. Cascoon. Oh, that's Cascoon. You can tell by the circle, by the outline. Finally. It's a Cascoon. Yeah, it took 3 tries. But the time I got a Cascoon, I had already defeated the second gym, the Galactic Base, and dug around underground for a skull fossil. Oh, it's my mom! Mom! Hey, Mom! One ethereal sticker C. Because I know what that means. The third gym was all the way in Veilstone, so after a brief stop in Hearthome to snag the Happiny egg, I entered the city to find that the game corner was missing and replaced with a clothes shop. I updated my style and realized that since gambling was gone, the powerful TMs you can buy with coins in the original games must have been relocated. I found them for purchase in the department store for surprisingly cheap and taught my level 26 Monferno flamethrower. I burned through the third gym without any issue, and there's no story progression between the third and fourth gym, so I strolled directly from the Maylene battle into the Wake fight. This fight gave me a little bit of trouble. Monferno barely beat the Gyarados and Quagsire, and there was still Floatzel left, which KO'd Monferno with Aqua Jet. You'd think that with the other starters it'd be a breeze. It wasn't. Yes! No, because the other starters didn't obey me. Traded Pokemon don't listen to you until you get more badges, and Grottle was able to Leech Seed once, but never attacked again. I just fed it Moo Moo Milks until the Floatzel went down, so that was the 4th badge. I jumped into the Great Marsh to grab Defog and catch a few Pokemon, one of them being my favorite. I'm just gonna run around for a little bit, and we're gonna catch pretty much Ooh! There he is! He's not gonna escape. See? It's fate. Whoop whoop. What a good little boy. What a good little fella. I didn't know it yet, but this Great Marsh was going to cause great stress later on. I didn't know that there were special Pokemon in the Great Marsh that change every day. Did you know that only on 16% of days, Carnivine can spawn? And that it's the only place to catch it? I left the Great Marsh, ignorant to the pain that was ahead. I visited Celestic Town to grab Surf. Does Cyrus... I guess Cyrus only attacks you and... Huh. Cyrus only attacks you here in Platinum. Oh! Bopped Fantina with my Infernape and landed in Camelot City and took a boat to see Riley on Iron Island. On Iron Island, I discovered a new mechanic they added to the remakes. Toughed it out so I wouldn't feel sad? What does that mean? Have I been guilt-tripping this frickin' Infernape? If you die, I'ma be pissed. What kind of friendship is this? That's not how friendship works. Yeah, so that's an interesting addition, I guess. I finished helping Riley out and got the Riolu egg right as Happiny was hatching. Happiny! Look at the Happiny. Guess what, Happiny? You get to stay in the box forever and never come out.
No.
Perfect timing. I had a Baniri that still hadn't evolved by this point, so I took a little detour to the Pokemon Mansion to grab the Soothe Bell to increase friendship later, because I noticed there's a lot of Pokemon that have friendship evolutions this generation. And after that, I decided it was time for the 6th gym. Oh, wait, my alarm went off. That means it's been 6 hours. It's time to go get the Honey Tree Pokemon. Go, 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 go! Oh, never mind. Time to check the Honey Trees. Here...
Squally, get out.
It's been 6 hours. As it turns out, there's a chance for the trees to spawn Pokemon after 6 hours. It's not guaranteed, so I instead needed to periodically check the map for them. In the meantime, I swept through the 6th gym, and with the 5th gym badge, traded Pokemon up to level 70 now obey, so I didn't need to worry about any bad behaving starters anymore. Galactic blew up the lakes, and I left to deal with them. Baniri finally evolved after the Saturn battle. I stopped Mars as well, and departed for Snow Point. After arriving at Snow Point, I checked the honey trees again, as it had been another hour, and 2 were finally ready. Save. Yes.
Poor Buddy.
Towers for a Wurmple. I checked the second tree,
Yes.
and it was a Combi, a male Combi, unfortunately, so it couldn't evolve. But by resetting the game and trying the battle again, I re-rolled the Combi and got a female one on the second try. Resetting doesn't change the Pokemon species, by the way, it just the stats and stuff. Still no Munchlax or Heracross, which was quite scary. There's nothing to do but wait, though. So I returned to Snow Point to sweep Candace and get that 7th badge. The Veilstone headquarters were next. The battles in there were easy. I wasn't over-leveled or anything. It's just that Flamethrower was still hard carrying the run. Next objective was climbing Mount Coronet. I got to the top, and the Cyrus battle was harder than expected. His Gyarados was the perfect counter to my team. Not that I had a lot of strong Pokemon, because I was trying to evolve most of them for the Pokedex. I really only had Empoleon and Infernape. Gyarados took out Empoleon with Earthquake, and Waterfall did a lot to Infernape. No! Gyarados' special defense is way higher, so that means Flame Wheel should do more.
Oh no.
Oh my god! Yeah! Okay, yeah, power of friendship and shit. Okay, I never doubted you for a second. Saved by the friendship mechanic once again. With Cyrus defeated, the only thing left on Spear Pillar was catching Dialga. Took about 20 minutes, but I eventually caught it in an Ultra Ball and headed down the mountain to Sunny Shore City. Another easy gym for the 8th badge. At this point, I assessed the Pokedex to see which key Pokemon were still missing. I didn't have Munchlax, Heracross, Aipom, or Burmy yet, 4 Honey Tree Pokemon. It was not looking good. To get these 4, I needed insanely good luck, and there was no way to speed up the trees. Since there was still nothing to do but wait, I figured I'd get another tough one. Spiritomb. In the original games, you needed to place the odd keystone in Spiritomb's tower, then talk to 32 players underground. This could be cheesed by constantly leaving and re-entering the underground. This changed in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. The way to encounter Spiritomb now is to talk to 32 unique NPCs in the Grand Underground, not other players. These NPCs suck to find. They can randomly spawn in certain designated locations, but sometimes they won't show up for some reason, or one you've talked to will appear there instead. It doesn't really seem like there's a consistent way to find these people quickly. I wandered around the Grand Underground for over 3 hours. I found only 30 of the 32 needed. This was a soul-crushing experience. Finding a new location only to realize I had already met the NPC there. No. Leilani. Aimlessly walking, only to be disappointed time and time again. Here's Letitia again. I'd been streaming for over 12 hours at this point, and was absolutely exhausted. It wasn't until I started checking the hideaways that the tides began to turn. While running around in the Grand Underground, someone in my chat let me know that not all the Honey Tree Pokemon are exclusive to Honey Trees. Munchlax and Aipom can both be found in these big rooms, so after a few minutes of searching for each, I caught them with relative ease. I didn't just stop at those 2 though. Apparently the Grand Underground is an amazing place to fill out the Pokedex. The wild Pokemon down there have their levels scaled to how many badges you have. Since I had 8 badges, all the Pokemon were level 50 and above. I caught a ton of Pokemon. Skorupi, Mantike, Luxio, Wingull, and a big one, Gible. Every one of these being above level 50 allowed me to level them up a single time to evolve them. After catching a Gible, I had a level 57 Garchomp in a matter of minutes. And not only that, but in Shining Pearl, some Honey Trees were ready. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Heracross, Heracross, Heracross. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's so good! Let's go! Now we just need to catch a Burmy, and we're good. Bro.
Alright, we got all the Pokemon we needed.
I had nearly gotten every difficult Pokemon in the game. With all the Honey Tree Pokemon done, a lot of the stress was gone. But I knew there were still a few key Pokemon left. Because, like I said, I did only find 30 of the 32 NPCs required to encounter Spiritomb. I decided to take a break from the Underground to become the champion. With the Underground giving me some pretty high-level Pokemon, and Munchlax evolving along the way, I brought an impressive team into the Elite Four. Infernape, Empoleon, Garchomp, Snorlax, Dialga, and Luxray. I also remembered that X items are completely busted, sharply raising your stats while being super inexpensive. I bought a bunch of those and a few healing items. I crushed the Elite Four with ease. Cynthia was another story. I used the last of my X items on Garchomp to set up on the Spiritomb. Something I noticed during the previous 4 battles was that although the Pokemon on the teams weren't changed, they had far better movesets and items. It hadn't affected the outcomes of the Elite Four battles until this one. Garchomp took down the Spiritomb, and Cynthia's Milotic came out next.
This thing's probably pretty tough as well. I'm gonna dig. Nice try. No! That's not fair! It has Marvel Scale and a Flame Orb. That's genius! She's actually good. You switched it to Garchomp. Gastrodon. Fair. Is there any way I win this?
With 0 X items remaining, I knew that her Garchomp was able to one-shot every Pokemon left on my team. I had only one chance. Snorlax. With the few healing items I had left, I set up curses with Snorlax. Snorlax had only one good attacking move, Last Resort, so I had to waste another 2 turns by using Belly Drum and Flail. On the turn I finally attacked, a miracle happened.
Well, last resort. Oh! KO.
I was able to Last Resort Gastrodon, Roserade, and Milotic.
We're just gonna have to hope my Milotic can't kill me. Oh, man. You lived!
I had 0 healing items left, and Garchomp was about to end Snorlax with an Earthquake.
Snorlax, hold on because you love me. Oh my god! Oh my god!
You look so excited.
It's easy. Easiest game ever. Okay. It's good. That's such a stupid mechanic. Oh, it's a good anime moment.
Snorlax saved the day and allowed me to become the champion. My work wasn't done yet, though. I still needed a few more key Pokemon, like Spiritomb, Carnivine, and Feebas. After the credits, I re-entered the Underground. I found 2 new NPCs immediately, and was able to catch the Spiritomb with a quick ball. After this, I spent some time catching some stragglers that I missed, like Finneon, Goldeen, Remoraid. I also bred Burmy to get a male one for Mothin. I visited the Lake Trio, caught Azelf and Yuxi after a few Dusk Balls, and used my Master Ball on the Wandering Mesprit. By the end of the little catching and evolving session, there were only a few Pokemon left, and the majority of them were Shining Pearl exclusives, like Bonsly, Glameow, and Palkia. Of course, since I was trying to do this fast, I didn't want to have to struggle through all the battles with low-level Pokemon, so I traded my now level 63 Empoleon from Diamond to Pearl. Normally, with only 2 badges, a traded level 63 Empoleon should not obey you. But what you may not have considered is that Empoleon isn't considered a traded Pokemon. Empoleon was my Shining Pearl starter. And because the original trainer of the Pokemon is the same, it obeyed my every command. I swept through Pearl without anything to slow me down. Until I reached the Great Marsh.
Carnivine. Yeah. Carnivine. Please. 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 No Carnivine.
By now, my chat had told me about this daily 16% chance Carnivine, and I was just hoping it'd be there when I reached the Martian Pearl. It wasn't there. I tried changing the system clock on Pearl just to see if Carnivine wasn't considered in the 24-hour time travel punishment. As far as I could tell, it was. So there was no way I could obtain it. I tried different things for over an hour with no success, until someone in chat pointed out something.
You need 6 badges for Carnivine? Really? Unfortunately, I have 8 badges in Pokemon Diamond. This freaking zooming, spinning. Oh, okay, we just need to catch it now.
Now, I'm not sure if what they said was actually true or not, but because my Pokemon Diamond clock was wrong, it ticked over to the next day while I was playing Pokemon Pearl. It reshuffled the daily Pokemon in the Great Marsh. And with some incredible luck, I got the 16% Carnivine chance. Back to Pearl, I still needed to get a Palkia. So I cleared out badges 4, 5, 6, and 7, catching a Bonsly, Glammeow, and Purugly along the way. I reached Palkia, and with only Cyrus blocking my path, I lost the battle. And I had to climb the mountain again. I didn't lose the second time, and Master Balled the Palkia for the final version-exclusive Pokemon. I traded all the version exclusives, trade evolutions, and some items over to Diamond for the final stretch. I evolved a few more Pokemon like Bonsly and used the Dusk Stone from Pearl to evolve Misdreavus, and then there were only 2 Pokemon left, the most difficult Pokemon to obtain in the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl games, Feebas and Milotic. Feebas works just like it did in the originals. It can only spawn in this lake underneath Mount Coronet. There are about 500 water tiles in this room, and if you fish, Feebas can appear on exactly 4 of them. Which 4 tiles? Well, those change randomly every day. The worst part about this is that if you fish on one of those 4 tiles, it's only a 50% chance for the Feebas to appear, so there's no way to know if you missed them. The only thing standing between me and a completed Pokédex was finding one of those 4 tiles. So, I grabbed a Pokemon with the Suction Cups ability, threw it in the front of the party for better fishing odds, and started fishing 1 tile at a time.
I think you skipped a row here then, and then just on the way back I missed. Gotcha. First day, that's what he said. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. So, we got it! Let's go!
Oh my god, Feebas!
Actually, the line that I missed. Isn't that crazy? You saved me, chat.
I searched through nearly 400 tiles, but after 2 hours of fishing, I finally found a Feebas tile and caught it. 1 Pokemon left. To evolve Feebas, we encounter an entirely new problem. In the modern Pokemon games, Feebas, it's a simple trait evolution while holding a Prism Scale. And the Prism Scale does exist in these remakes. It can be found by digging underground. It's super rare. People in chat were telling me they searched for 8 hours and couldn't find a single one. So I opted for the traditional evolution route, Poffins. I needed to feed Feebas dry Poffins to raise its beauty. I used my Alakazam, which happened to love dry Poffins, and it had the ability Synchronize to force a wild Feebas to love dry Poffins as well. Now it was just a matter of cooking up a few batches of them. And I'm gonna be completely honest here, this was my first time ever making Poffins, so
Wiki, Orin, Wiki, Kelpsy. Yes. Foul Poffins? You use 2 of the same berries? Next time I throw 2 blueberries into a muffin, I'll just chuck it in the garbage.
I had no idea what I was doing, so I had to reset once or twice. Once I got good enough quality Poffins, the Feebas beauty was quickly maxed out. I was able to level it up once to get the last entry in my Pokédex and finish the run.
It's evolving! Yes! The last one! Wait for it to enter the Pokédex. Milotic! It's so beautiful. And it's time. 151 out of 151 Pokemon. Yo, what's up?
Ah, Ant. You've come to show me your progress on the Pokédex.
Bro, go to the game director. Wow. You literally complete the Pokédex, and then Rowan is like, good job, I don't care. These seem like people that work on the game. I'm the game director. Congrats on completing your Sinnoh Pokédex. It's a little underwhelming, but okay.
And that's it. To complete the Pokédex in Brilliant Diamond, it took me just under 21 in-game hours. It was a long, short journey, but I pulled it off in the end. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe. I play games wrong all the time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
A video covering some secrets and Easter eggs and cool references that I found in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. However, I only covered 10 of them, and with this being a brand new game that is chock full of content, there's obviously going to be more than 10 Easter eggs and secrets in this game, which is why I'm back here today to talk about some more. You guys seemed to really love that last video, and you really showed your support for it, which I sincerely appreciate. So as such, I am here to talk about 10 more secrets, Easter eggs, and references that I have found in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and I think I've got another really cool list. So that is what we are going to be getting into today, which is all made possible by the wonderful sponsor of today's video, Ridge Wallet. Ridge have been an amazing supporter of the channel for a good while now, and I am really happy about that because these wallets are fantastic. I obviously use one myself. I have every day for a while now, and it's easily the best wallet I have ever owned. And it's also going to be the last wallet I ever own as well, because not only does it hold up to 12 cards and cash, all while keeping this really small compact size, but it also comes with a lifetime warranty, so I will never ever have to buy another wallet again. This wallet also has 40,000 5-star reviews online, it comes in over 30 colors and styles, it has RFID blocking technology to keep your credit card information safe, and it even comes with a 45-day money-back guarantee if for some reason all of that just doesn't do it for you. You can also get 10% off on one of these wallets with free shipping and returns by using my link in the description and using code HOOPS at checkout. And if you do that the day this video goes live, December 7th, that discount is going to be 15%. So now is the perfect time to pick up one of these bad boys. So be sure to do that either for you or as a gift, because these wallets truly are really awesome, and a big thank you to Ridge once again for supporting the channel. Okay, so getting into the secrets and the Easter eggs now, I just want to put it out there really quick that since these games are remakes, obviously, it is possible that some of these might be in the original Diamond and Pearl, but they are very cool just the same, and some of these are definitely going to be exclusive to the remakes. With that out of the way though, in Hearthome City, you can find the Pokemon Fan Club, and if you talk to the Pokemon Fan Club chairman, he will make reference to some of the other Pokemon fan clubs from other regions like Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn. When talking about these other fan clubs from the other regions, he uses the word nationwide to describe them, implying that the other regions where these fan clubs can be found, namely Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, are all part of one big nation along with Sinnoh. And this is something that we don't really get to see a lot within the grander scope of the games. We obviously know all of the different regions of the Pokemon world as their own separate locations, and the games make it seem a lot like they are indeed their own countries. But as this little bit of dialogue points out, at least for the Japanese-based regions, that's not necessarily the case. Instead, based on this little bit of dialogue, it seems to be the case that all of these regions make up one big country, which does make sense considering they're all based on parts of Japan, region, but like I said, the games and even the franchise as a whole doesn't really refer to these regions this way that often, so it really gives you a new, fresh, eye-opening perspective about how the Pokemon world is constructed, and it actually means a lot for the other regions of the Pokemon world as well, because it implies that Unova, for instance, being based on the US, is not necessarily the US region of the Pokemon world. There could be other US-based regions out there that help to make up, along with Unova, the larger US region of the Pokemon world. So overall, this just kind of opens up a lot of new ideas and possibilities for the Pokemon world as a whole, which is why I thought it was so cool. Moving along, we have yet another piece of NPC dialogue for our next point, and it maybe possibly could be an Easter egg, but also it's just a really interesting thing to talk about, I think. And it occurs in Solaceon Town. So if you take a tour of the town, you'll eventually come across a lady who, when you talk to her, will tell you about Pokemon ranches from the olden days and how lots of Pokemon roamed around in them. Well, this might be in the original games. I have yet to check if that's the case, so if it is, then it's just a carryover, obviously. But nevertheless, what she is describing with these Pokemon ranches sounds a whole lot like the pastures that we see in Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is basically taking the place of the PC system. It's where you store all of your extra Pokemon. They roam around in a big field and in an enclosed area like a ranch, and so it really kind of seems to be the case, even if this was here from the original games, that she's kind of referring to these pastures from the past of Sinnoh in Legends Arceus. So whether this is intentional or maybe it's just happenstance, I thought it was a really cool possible connection. Now we are getting into a real legit Easter egg with this next one, and it is one that harkens all the way back to the original games in the series, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. As you are making your way to Canalave City and you eventually go through the gate that will usher you into this port town, you will find a policeman within this gate, and if you talk to him, he will say, "Gee, I sure am thirsty." If this sounds familiar at all, I promise you you're not crazy, because the gate guards in the original Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow all say this, and you actually have to bring them a drink of some kind in order to be able to pass through to eventually make your way into Saffron City. This quest is obviously a part of the main adventure of the Kanto games, and it's one of their more memorable moments as well. So it's awesome to see these remakes paying homage to the original games with this reference, even if it is in the original Diamond and Pearl as well. One of the things about these games that has been very closely documented, for better or for worse, are all of the various bugs and glitches that have popped up since the game's released. One of these has to do with nicknaming your Pokemon, and it's actually a pretty funny one. If you nickname a newly caught Pokemon Egg, the game then seems to think that that Pokemon is actually an egg, because it will then proceed to say, "The egg has been added to your party." Next up is one that has been the talk of the town in the Pokemon community since these games released, and it's even one that I have covered myself already in a recent video, and it all has to do with the new mysterious book that has appeared in the Canalave Library. Now, the Canalave Library is already full of books on Pokemon myths and legends and lore, and it's a great place to go if you like that kind of stuff. But in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they added a brand new book to the collection that is not in the original games. This book tells a story, and it's even stated by the game that this book was newly added to the library. And the story goes that there was a Pokemon that was known as the Prince of the Sea, and there was a human who wanted to see this Pokemon. So this human was eventually accompanied by a Mantike and a Weasel and a Quillfish with huge spikes on a quest to go see this Prince Pokemon. Now, with this book being brand new and the story being so specific, it very much seems like it's referencing something, and that something is probably Pokemon Legends Arceus, particularly when it talks about that quillfish with huge spikes, that just seems a little too specific to not mean anything, and it very well could be the case that it's talking about some kind of quillfish form or variant or even an evolution that is going to appear in Legends Arceus. The rest of the story is also eerily similar to the Pokemon Ranger movie, as that movie also involves Manaphy, who is referred to in that movie as the Prince of the Sea, and there's also a Mantike and a Buizel that's involved in the story as well. So whether this is trying to reference the Pokemon Ranger movie or hint at something in Legends Arceus, or possibly both, it's really, really interesting, and it's going to be interesting, in addition to that quillfish bit, if this is actually going to have something to do with what Manaphy's role in Legends Arceus is going to be. I personally hope so, because it sounds like it would be a really interesting quest. Unlike the new Canalave Library book, this next one is not a new reference because it's appeared in older Pokemon games, including the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, but it's still a really, really good one nevertheless. Within Mount Coronet, you can find the TM for Rock Polish, and it just so happens that Rock Polish is TM number 69, and I don't think that's a coincidence at all. Moving along from the dirty jokes though, I've got one here that is really, really interesting and doesn't exactly have an answer. It's just a really, really interesting detail that I noticed that actually concerns the Snowpoint Temple. So the Snowpoint Temple is, of course, in Snowpoint City, and it's where you go to get Regigigas. And on the outside, you've got some fancy-looking pillars that also have some Regi-type symbols on the outside face of them. Now, the interesting thing about this is that two of these symbols actually look a lot like the symbols that Regieleki and Regidrago have on their faces, and those two are obviously the two brand new Regis that were just introduced in the Crown Tundra expansion for Pokemon Sword and Shield. So you might think that this is some kind of new reference that's connecting to Sword and Shield in these remakes. Well, that's not actually the case, because the Snowpoint Temple appeared this same exact way in the original Diamond and Pearl as well. And what's even weirder is that none of the original Regi symbols appear on the outside of this temple at all. In fact, there's one pillar that's destroyed and we can't see what its symbol was supposed to be, and there's another one that doesn't match any of the Regis, either the new or the old ones. This whole situation seems to be very, very curious. It would have just been a neat little reference and connection if this was changed from the originals to the remakes, but the fact that it was in the original games too, despite Regieleki and Regidrago not existing at that time, makes you wonder what all of this could possibly mean. So one thing that a lot of people like to point out with the Sinnoh games is an apparent flaw with Cyrus's character, the leader of Team Galactic. He is, of course, all about having no emotion and getting rid of spirit from the universe, but then in turn also has a Crobat on his team, which can only evolve into a Crobat by leveling up with friendship. So Crobat is kind of an ironic choice for Cyrus to have as a team member, and as such, a lot of people like to poke fun at this inconsistency. But there is a line of dialogue in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl that suggests that this isn't actually an inconsistency at all. When you battle with Cyrus at the Spear Pillar and he sends out his Crobat, he will say, "I admit you have pushed me to this extreme." Which, considering his lack of emotion and the fact that you have to have friendship with Crobat in order to get it to evolve, seems to imply that he is acknowledging that he actually expressed some emotion towards his Pokemon and is using it as kind of a last resort. While this is a really nonchalant line, it actually adds a ton to Cyrus's character and legitimizes the Crobat on his team in a really, really cool way. It shows that Cyrus isn't necessarily opposed to emotion if he absolutely has to use it, showing that he might actually have some good in him after all. So you know how we've had an ongoing thing of ghost girls in Pokemon games recently? Well, it turns out that we also apparently have a thing of girls in bikinis talking about where they like to put their Pokeballs when they're wearing their swimsuit. This is somewhat of a dirty joke that has appeared in Pokemon a couple of different times, but it seems to be the case in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and I'm assuming the original games as well, since they share a lot of the same dialogue, that this is where that joke actually originated. Because there's a swimmer on Route 223 right before you get to Victory Road that after you defeat her in a battle, wonders where she should put her Pokeballs when she's swimming around in a bikini. Assuming this dialogue does appear in the original Diamond and Pearl, then it is probably the origin of that running joke with the girls and their Pokeballs and their bikinis, because not only would that be appearing in Generation 4 prior to some of the other examples of this joke, but this particular girl doesn't really know what to do with her Pokeballs in relation to her bikini, and she's kind of innocent about it, whereas the future examples of this have kinda got it all figured out. If this is somehow a new piece of dialogue, however, that was put in for the remakes, then this is definitely a continuation of that running joke, which is just as funny and awesome. And finally is one more really cool reference that was actually brought to my attention by some commenters on one of my videos, so huge shout out to you guys. In one of my more recent videos, I talked about the differences between Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and the original Diamond and Pearl, with one of these being that you don't have to hold down the B button to use the running shoes anymore. However, as my commenters pointed out, there is actually a reference to the original way of utilizing the running shoes in the remakes, because if you use the D-pads to walk around, just like you would have in the original Diamond and Pearl on the DS, you can then hold down B to use the running shoes, just like you would have in the original game. And there you have it. Those were 10 more secrets, Easter eggs, and references in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, let me know your thoughts on these in the comments below, and be sure to let me know any other secrets, Easter eggs, references that I didn't mention in the comments as well. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more new Pokemon content all the time, and with that being said, I will see you guys with another video very soon. Until then, as always, I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will smell you guys later.
But,
My name is Nickel.
playing the Wonder Trade.
Oh, Nickel.
And,
this is Weird Glitches Pokemon Diamond and Pearl,
it's really
one of the
neat
most highly
because
requested videos I've ever
they have
had
a
on the
globe
Oh Nickel
that you
channel.
can
And after a
select.
few weeks of
You don't
sleep
get to
depriving
select
myself,
the area, but you get to kind of...
here it is. A lot of the previous videos
Shoot
for this
for it,
channel were
I guess?
also made because of requests in the comments down below
And they
or on
actually
Twitter
give you
at
points for
ONickel. If
trading
you have a
in different
specific game you want me to do
countries.
next,
It's
let me know
such a
at
neat
both of those places. A few of the videos found on this channel include Weird Glitches, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon X and Y, several different videos about Super Smash Bros., Five Nights at Freddy's, Minecraft videos, and most recently, I gathered information on everything from Game Freak interviews to sales data to put together some thoughts on what the future of Pokemon might look like based on that. All of these videos are linked down below in the description, or you can just click on the channel name Oh Nickel and check out the videos directly on the channel page itself. So let's kick Weird Glitches Diamond and Pearl off with the glitch involving the move Facade. Before I explain how to do the glitch, here's a preview of what it's going to look like. You can see here that Stunky's sprite starts rising little by little, and there is no legs to the sprite. It just kind of ends, so his legs are lopped off. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're not familiar with Facade, it's an attacking move that doubles its power if the user is poisoned, paralyzed, or burned. By leveling up, only a handful of Pokemon can learn it, but by TM, almost any Pokemon can learn it with the exception of Unknown, Wobbuffet, Wynaut, Kricketot, Burmy, Tynamo, and Spupa. So in this case, I taught Facade to a good old reliable Stunky. The trick to pulling off the glitch to the extent that it is in the preview is that you have to be in a situation where you are so underleveled you can use Facade multiple times and not feint your opponent, and your opponent can't be able to feint you either. Why does it need to be like that? Because you're going to have to use Facade a bunch of times. In the preview, I actually use all the PP for Facade just to show how far it can go with the normal amount of PP. So how do you get into a situation like that? In this example, I use Psychic Daisy off of Route 225 in the post-game because her first Pokemon is a Slowpoke that can only deal damage via Psychic. So, as most of you guys know, Dark Pokemon are completely immune to Psychic-type moves. So I brought in a Dark Pokemon, Stunky, and boom, you can use all the Facades you want without dying. The Pokemon back sprite moves up 1 pixel each time you use Facade. You might not notice it right away, but use it a few times so you can stack up those pixels to get the spacing between the Pokemon back sprite and the bottom of the screen, and you'll eventually see that your polished skunk is floating mid-air. If you go into a Pokemart, you'll typically find a bunch of items for sale like Pokeballs, potions, the usual. But if you decide for some reason you want to break open a jar of honey in there, you know, get the room a little pink, suddenly everything that you wanted to buy is now invisible. You can still see the item icon at the bottom left corner of the screen, but not the actual text. It's all just white. And it's not just the first employee that you try to buy stuff from, it's both of them. They're both completely whited out. This is really weird. I'm not even exactly sure why you're allowed to use honey inside the building anyway, but luckily it's reversible if you just choose sell from either of the employees. If you want to do this and you don't have honey, you can also use Sweet Scent. Here's how you have an out-of-body experience, or an inner-body experience? I'm not sure. Enter the Eterna Forest as you normally would via the storyline of the game. Once Cheryl follows you, position her on the walk path of this bug catcher. You will go inside of her, and then out, and then back in, and then out, and then back in, and out, and then back in. Tired of your friend being the only one inside someone? Well, I got something for you too. Remember your rival Barry? Let's jump inside of his body. First, go to the fight area. Once you're in this exact square, use your Explorer kit to go underground. If you turn the game back on during a Saturday or a Sunday and you choose to go back up on the same square you left off on, you will come back up above ground, but you will be on top of Barry. I'm changing directions without leaving the square quite yet so that you can see Barry's character sprite sticking out of my character sprite. And if you don't want to wait till the weekend, you can also, you know, just change the time on your DS. Both Pokemon Black and White and this game, Diamond and Pearl, have an unintentionally useful glitch for breeding, and they're completely different from one another. You can check out the glitch in Black and White in the video for that on this channel, but this one's a lot easier because it requires far less setup. It'll definitely take a few tries though if you've never done it before. You need to have an egg and another Pokemon in the same slot but in adjacent boxes in your PC. Use the left and right triggers to move between the boxes, but try to time your box switching with the scrolling of the properties in the bottom left corner. If you can time it so that you switch boxes at the exact moment when your Pokemon's properties are changing meaning going from the item to the ability to the nature and so on, then you'll be able to see properties of the egg you weren't supposed to be able to see until it's hatched. Eggs aren't ever holding items, so you don't have to worry about that one. But by timing it right, we can see that our mystery egg is a fire type, has an adamant nature, and has the blaze ability, which less than 20 Pokemon in this generation have. Even if you already knew exactly what Pokemon it was, but you're trying to breed for a particular ability or nature, this will save you a ton of time. HM5 Defog is a flying type move, which you can see by its description here. The HM's icon in the bottom left shows the HM icon for water, not flying. It's a lot easier to see when you compare them back to back. This is what the water icon looks like, this is what the flying icon looks like, and this is Defog's icon, the water one, when it should be the flying one. U-turn is a move that allows you to attack and switch your Pokemon on the same turn. The choice items like Choice Band, Choice Scarf, and Choice Specs give your Pokemon a stat boost in exchange for locking that Pokemon into whatever move you decide to use first. For this glitch, you'll need 2 Pokemon that know U-turn and one of them to be holding one of the choice items, Choice Band, Choice Scarf, or Choice Specs. In this example, I use Wingull for the first U-turn to bring out Nickel Jr., who also has U-turn, but is holding choice specs. I try to tackle with Nickel Jr. and I get the message, the choice specs only allows the use of U-turn. But game, I haven't even chosen my first move for you to lock me into. I also try to tail whip and the same thing happens with synthesis as well. This could potentially be the most frustrating glitch of all of these if you were in a position where you needed to use a super effective move to win a game or to knock out a Pokemon, but this U-turn glitch prevents you from doing so. You're just stuck doing U-turn even when it wouldn't be the most effective thing to do. Route 214 usually has this happy, upbeat music, and the spring path right off of Route 214 has this really dark and creepy music. But there's a glitch where if you open your bag and view your TMs and HMs while on the spring path, it will halt the music altogether even when you go back into Route 214. It's just completely silent. All that happy music is gone.
eerie.
It's just an awkward silence now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that
It's not the entire audio of the game that's cut out, it's only the music. And you can test this by trying to trigger the sound effects in the game, like, in this case, bumping into the walls. It still makes a sound, but there's no music. It's really eerie to be on a route that you're so used to the upbeat song to push you along, just all of a sudden be completely silent. You can get the music to come back on as soon as you re-enter the spring path. At Jubilife TV in Jubilife City, there is a hiker on the second floor that wants to dress your Pokemon up. When he asks you, I will snap a photo when you're done, you will do this, won't you? Choose yes. Then when he asks, should I explain how to dress up your Pokemon? Do not press A. Instead, push the right button on the D-pad. You'll notice that right before the opportunity to choose your Pokemon pops up, your character turns right. It'll take you to choose your Pokemon, so go ahead and choose your Pokemon, and then when you return to him, you'll notice that now you are no longer on the correct walk path. You actually use the hiker's body as a door to get into the next room instead of the door itself. Really weird. And here is the infamous Black Void glitch. Before you can enter the Void, you have to have used the Explorer Kit at least once and own a bike. Black Void's behavior varies between different copies of the game, so be careful if you plan on entering it. Tweaking is when you cause the game to load tiles of a nearby area unsuccessfully. I'll help explain it to you by showing you a few images. Credit to the creator of the images will be down below in the description. The game is made of 32x32 regions, but only 9 of those are loaded at once. In the center of the 32x32 map, there are boundaries for each of the 9 tiled visible subregions. Anytime you cross a boundary, it causes the game to load the next area of the map. But you can actually overwhelm the game by crossing these boundaries too fast and in specific patterns, and this will cause the game to glitch. There's a bit more to it than just that, so I have an entirely separate video on this channel that goes more in depth on how to tweak, where to tweak, and what you can use the Black Void for. When you do this, the most common occurrences will be 1. The game freezes, and this is the most common outcome, but it's not just a freeze where the music keeps going, you're actually stuck and the entire game freezes, including the music. 2. An invisible wall appears. For some reason, the game will let you see the rest of the map, but you can't access it because of an invisible wall that is put into place. 3. Seeing the Black Void but not being able to enter it. Sometimes it will appear but you won't be able to enter it because there is also an invisible wall that won't let you pass. Finally, there is of course the outcome where the Black Void appears and you are also able to enter it. But like I said earlier, it will all be explained in a separate video on this channel where I'll enter the Black Void and explore the secrets found within it. If you tweak and you don't like any of the previously mentioned outcomes, with the exception of the game freezing, you can reset it to normal by just crossing another loading line and coming back. I wouldn't suggest trying it yourself until you watch the next video because it can be dangerous. And there you have it, Weird Glitches Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. If you enjoyed it and you'd like to see more, let me know by giving the thumbs up button down there a Bruce Lee style 1-inch punch. Since Gen 4 is widely known to have been...
Well, that was interesting to say the least. So we're just gonna do some wonder trading. What is my volume on here? we go. It's a Whopper! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. I miss Wonder Trading. It was so much fun. Especially back in the day.
Hey, baby.
I wonder if I should do some tarot readings. Ponyta. Okay. Mr. Junior 3. Oh my god, I love it. That's an amazing... Okay.
Hey, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, kitty.
You are sitting on Metatron's symbol. I hope you are aware of this. Ooh, here we go. Oh, stickers. Oh, look at this. Ooh, yes. Yes. Okay. I have no words. Okay. Let's see. Today is Monday. Okay. Sovereign. Okay. Now, which move allows it to have 1 HP left? False swipe, and it can't learn it. God. Ah. Okay. Internet. And that is a yes.
Boops. I booped your snoot. What you can do about it? What you can do about it, Squall? I booped your snoot.
It's like, I don't give a fuck, Megan. It's a leaf stone. Cool. Got a leaf stone and a blue shard. I will take it. I love how I get sneak behind everybody. What the hell? The egg's gonna hatch! It's a boy. Oh, damn. Attack, defense, and special defense. Okay. Okay, so it is a male. I need a female. Okay. This is hilariously sad.
Granados, we're level 5.
We're level 6! Learn focus energy. Oh, also, if he's gonna be in the lead. Yeah. It's a Zubat. Oh, that was cool. Okay. There we go. Let's try to find this place. Memo pad. Marking map.
Hey, baby. baby. Yes. Hey. Hey. Hello, baby. Hello, sweetie pie.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my nighttime gal.
It's a good girl. It's a good girl. Oops.
Boop the snoots.
He's a good girl. He's a good girl. You be a good girl. He's a good girl. Yes. Oof. Oh, go, I gotta get that in. Oh.
do. Okay. Fuck. Oh my god, I didn't even pedal!
Hey, baby. What you doing? Oh, big yawn.
Oh, big stretch.
What's up? Excuse me.
Big stretch. Oh, look at that butt. Look at that glorious butt. Isn't that lovely? That glorious butt I see. Oh my god, stop! Boop. I pooped your snoot. What are you gonna do about it? You know what? I give up. Yes. Substitute.
Where's your girl? She's right here.
This music, though, my god.
Hi. Oops.
Oh my god, let me walk. see what this place is all about. It is night time. I don't get it. It's nighttime. Why won't Rotom come out? Ow, foot. Why won't Rotom? Excuse me? Excuse me? Why? I am legit freaked out. Not gonna lie. That's fucking creepy. That was cool. That was cool. That was cool. That okay. That was kind of cool. I'll give you that. Time to go. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here tonight.
Meow. Meow meow. Meow.
Crow.
Hold on, baby. I'm almost ready. What the fuck?
my god, honey, okay. Let me pee, and let me clean your litter.